pushed. It didn't push it out. Oh, maybe it did. Hold on. I screwed up. I didn't put the, didn't set up. All right. Can you hear me now? How's that? No, you're perfectly okay. I will never block anybody's path. All right. Hey, can you guys hear me? I forgot to set up the microphone before I set up the stream, so I wasn't sure if it connected afterwards or not. Just me, what's happening, brother? We're just sitting at the pond, just got here. Just got a bait out in the water, just cracked open my drink. And waiting for the fish. I've been here a little while. I threw a couple bass jigs and stuff before I got here, or before I went live, just to see what's around, and nothing's really happening. So figure I'd just go back to the old faithful, which the bait that I know that works here. I switched it up a little bit. Usually I don't use any weight or anything. I just I put it on a Carolina rig with a real tiny, like 16th ounce weight. So that way I can cast it a little bit farther. So we'll see how it goes. But so far, man, beautiful over here. It's nice and cool finally. Nice and quiet. There are some people chilling down the way, but they're, keeping to themselves, having a great old time. I'm keeping to myself, having a great old time. So I don't know, man. Vaughn, I am fishing for whatever will bite. This lake has cat, carp, or no, I'm sorry, cat, bass, bluegill, and tilapia. That's all that's in here. That's the only 4 species in here. The bluegill and the tilapia will not bite on the bait that I have. They will definitely eat it off of the hook, but they're not going to bite on it. I don't know why your Jeep Wrangler's not blowing cold air, dude. I'm not a freaking AC mechanic. I can rebuild your Jeep for you, but I can't diagnose it over the freaking YouTube. Hey, Terry. Sorry, but I was like just setting up the live as you sent me that message. So, but we'll see. Yeah, that's a possibility. The AC ain't working. Something might have chewed that harness, or your pump's bad. Oh no, it's fine, bud. It's fine. I'm the same way, man. Like people will call me, and I fucking won't return the call for 2 days sometimes. So, but we're just chilling, hanging out, hoping to catch something. Cat, bass. So it's pretty much all that'll bite on what I got out. The bluegill and the tilapia aren't here. I was talking to Jeff the other night. He's the guy that actually initiated the restoration of this pond. And I got a really cool breakdown of why he chose the fish that they stocked in here, and when they stocked them, like the timeline of when they stocked the fish in here in relativity to each other. So when they redid this pond has been here for eons, but it had pretty much dried up into a small little mud hole. And they came in and did a complete restoration on the place. And I mean, it was full of trash. So there was, old tires and mattresses and just, all the crap you find people dumping out in the middle of nowhere. And what they did was they came out, they cleaned all that up, and then they refilled it with the water. They ended up finding after they refilled it, they don't know how it happened, but this thing was loaded full of leeches. So to counteract the leeches, he had tilapia put in here to eat the leeches. And then all of a sudden, the bullfrogs in this pond got so bad that they introduced largemouth bass to deal with the bullfrogs. And then they decided it was a good idea to put catfish in here because, as we all know, catfish are like, the filter of the lake. They clean all the crap off the bottom of the lake and, keep the ecosystem in balance. So then the catfish were introduced, and then the bluegill were introduced as bait, basically food for the bass and the catfish as the frog population was starting to dwindle. Now, there's still a great population of frogs here, but it's nothing like it was. He was telling me that about a year after they had redone this, that the bullfrog population here was so bad that bullfrogs were like out on the main road and just creating chaos. Like you couldn't take a step without freaking almost stepping on one. So now they've done the restoration, and this thing is like a thriving ecosystem here. The bass, the catfish, the tilapia, the bluegill, they're all spawning. So they're sustaining the population. The bass are eating the bluegill like they should be. The tilapia are eating all the bugs. The bluegill are eating all the bad bugs. And everything's eating the bluegill and the tilapia. So the population of fish here is sustaining itself. And then it's also created, water for all the animals out here in the desert, which has helped the bird life come back. It's helped some of the regular wildlife come back. So this little pond here has really done a lot for the surrounding area. Doesn't seem like it would, but when you're in the middle of the desert and you have a water source like this, it's going to attract all kinds of wildlife. So it's really cool the way they did that. So when I was talking to the guy, and Jeff is super cool, the guy that owns all the property out here. When they bought the resort, like half of the town came as part of the resort. And dude is super cool guy, super chill, completely personable. So really glad to see what they're doing out in this town. This place used to be hopping back in the celebrity days, 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. This was like the place to be because of the hot springs. And you guys want help? I know it's super easy to eat shit in that thing. Hold on, I'm gonna help these guys out. Yeah, no, here, jump in. I'll kick you guys off of there because I couldn't tell you how many people I've watched dump themselves in the lake.
Like maybe, but thank you. I appreciate that. More than
Cool. Yep. All right. All right. That was my good deed for the day. So, guys, I'm going to recast this bait. One thing I've noticed here at this pond is that, the bass will eat freaking... Here's what I'm throwing. Here's my secret bait today, you guys. That's it. That's my bait today. And I have a chance of catching 4+ pound bass and 10 plus pound catfish out of here. I didn't know a 4 pound bass doesn't seem huge, but we're in a 2 pound pond. Yeah, I saw that right as I was starting the live, Terry. I will definitely check those in a little bit here. All right, let me recast. I should have had them take my bait out in the middle of the freaking pond for me and just drop it in. Feels like I lost my bait in the weeds. Pretty sure I did, because it'd be splashing across the surface right now. Yeah, see, I lost my bait. And I'm using barbless hooks in here because one of the things I don't want to do, A, I don't want to screw the fish all up, it's like when I catch them. But B, if for some stupid reason, now I'm throwing 30 pound braid, so I'm not worried about breaking off, but I don't want to, if I do break off, I don't want a barbed hook that somebody could end up stepping on, you know? You will never see me fish a treble hook over here unless it's on like a floating jig. You know, something that I'm not going to get caught up in the weeds. You know, it'll be a top water that, worst case scenario, if I break that jig off somehow, the jig itself will float over to the bank line where I can find it and pick it up, or I can get out in one of the boats, because they have a bunch of boats, a bunch of kayaks. There's a canoe over here. You guys saw me push them off the shore in the canoe. You see the girl paddleboarding across the lake. That's all here for public use. And the way they did it is it's super cool the way they did this. So, hey, Strawberry, Bass Angler, what's good, guys? Thank you to everybody that came in. Welcome in. Remember to hit that like button on the way in the door. I don't like being that guy asking for the like and the subscribe and all that, because I know that nobody wants to hear all that shit, but I would appreciate it. I am trying to build the channel up. I had a goal to get up to 1,000 subscribers by the end of August, or by the end of July, and it just didn't happen the way I wanted it to. I got stuck in the 800s. So if you guys haven't already, man, tap that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing some, I have been convinced that I need to do some more long form stuff. So I'm going to start doing more bait videos and things like that on a longer form. I got a bunch of baits that I need to actually test for a little deal that I'm involved in, where I get stuff that I need to test and review. So I got a bunch of those. I think what I'll do is I'll do the reviews and the testing on my long form videos. Heck yeah, man. It's all about supporting the fishermen. So let me get this next bait out here and see if I can't get some. The wind's kind of kicking up a little bit today, so it feels nice. All right, that's what I'm throwing. That's how my bread balls are sitting. I'm exposing the hook on them a little more because I've noticed that I was missing a lot of hook sets. So all right, get that out there and let it soak for a little bit and see what happens. This pond's weird. Like, you'll either get hit real quick when you get your bait in the water, or you won't. I've been letting them soak longer than normal while I'm doing the live streams, and once in a while I'll get a bite, like, 5-10 minutes after letting it soak. We'll see. It's getting to that witching hour where they should start kicking off here pretty soon anyway. So, hey, Linda Steele, Good to see you, brother. Thanks for jumping in. You had a long day there. Would you go fish, or what did you guys do? Or oh no, it's Friday. You're probably working. So, Terry, you have my number. I'll check out the pictures and stuff in a little bit here when I'm done with the live. I'm not going to be out here that late tonight. Um, I got a tooth that's actually freaking killing me. So I've been living on Oragel in the last couple of days. I got an appointment next Friday, and we're going to be starting some major shit going here. As you guys have seen on the live, my teeth are all fucked up. Just got some genetic shit going on. My mom had the same problem going when she was my age. And then, I lived a life of a kid growing up in the 80s, man. I've face planted on dirt bikes. I've face planted on skateboards and bicycles and all that shit. So I fucked up myself over the years. So I'll be going, most likely I'm going the implant route. So that'll be interesting. No, I'm actually using, you saw that, dude. That pissed me off. So something happened because I don't know what the heck happened. I'm wondering if my knot at the bottom of my spool slipped or something. So if you guys didn't see it last night, I had a catfish on, and he was pulling drag, and all of a sudden the drag quit pulling, but he was still pulling line. And what happened was my line was actually spinning in a circle around the spool. That was on my, what reel was that? That was on my Shimano, one of my Shimanos. So I need to go in there and I need to stop tying the line um, on my freshwater reels, and I need to start setting them up like I do with my saltwater rods. Um, I damn near lost a $600 freaking rod and reel combo to a tuna that spooled my ass and almost ripped that rod right out of my hands. I think if that rod would not have been clipped into the rod belt, I would have lost that rod. I ended up actually having to cut the last little bit of line. So what I do now is I tape my line to my reel, my saltwater stuff. That way, if that was a situation where it was kind of sketchy because I had the rod belt on, I had the rod locked into the rod belt, and if that fish would have somehow, if I would have slipped or went over the rail or something, that would have been a bad deal. Or if I would have unlocked the rod belt, there's a great possibility I could have lost that rod. So now I tape my braid on my saltwater reels so that if I do get spooled on something, way bigger than I think I'm going to catch, I don't A, get yanked off the side of the boat, or B, lose a rod. I'd rather lose 300 yards worth of braid than, my rod or my life. So, yeah, it was a bluefin. It was a big bluefin. I did lose a really nice freaking jig and a whole bunch of line, but it's better than getting pulled off the boat or losing a rod. So no, man, the way it's we're not fishing out here the same way you see on like wicked tuna. Um, those dudes they're catching some wicked fucking tuna. Yeah, yeah, you're completely right, Terry. But when you're on the cattle boats out here, you know how it is. That happened on the New Loan a few years ago. But what happens out here, guys? Like you see wicked tuna where there's just the crew on the boat, and they're pretty much got 5-6 rods out, whatever, in the rod holders, and they'll fight it from the rod holder. Out here on the tuna trips, and Terry will vouch for this. It's way different. They'll stack, they're putting a 65 to 85-foot boat in the water with 25 to 40 people on it. You guys can go through it. You're good. All I have is what's on the rod. I didn't bring any other line or anything.
There are a lot of fish over there.
The little bluegill?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But there are a lot. There's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff over there. Oh, I got myself in my hand.
Yeah, there's a little bluegill over there. They'll actually come right up and eat out of your hand.
It wouldn't do that. I'm trying to catch
Here.
it in a bucket.
Here.
I will also eat your toes. Yeah, not scared. Oh, yeah.
So here's what you do. Watch. Take a couple little chunks and throw it out there. Watch how quick they.
We were using chips.
Oops, sorry. So.
Maybe borrow a bread for a chance?
Yeah, take a little couple of little chunks and throw it out there.
Okay, put a bread.
And then take a little bigger chunk.
Bread in the bucket.
Put a little bigger chunk, and they'll actually come take it out of your hand.
Get over there.
So, yeah, guys, Terry's exactly right. West Coast, stand up, man. It's a whole different ball game, dude. We don't, unless you're shark fishing or whatever, you're not sitting in the chair. You don't have your rod in the rod holders. You're on your feet, that rod in your hand. And if you get hooked up, you're doing what's called the tuna shuffle, where there's always that one freaking moron on the boat that fishes the wrong side of the boat, but they don't anchor up like you guys see on TV, right? What they do is they'll drift. They'll find a school of tuna, they'll throw some chum, which is usually, live bait. They'll throw it out in the water to keep the tuna by the boat. And then everybody just starts throwing bait. You throw whatever you're throwing. There'll be guys up on the bow of the boat throwing jigs. And those guys, it'll get a little crowded up there because, there's 5, 6, 7 of us up there. But those 5, 6, 7 of us up there on the bow throwing jigs know what the hell we're doing. And we're watching each other. We're talking, we're communicating, we're guiding, we're everybody's doing the same. Everybody's eyes are open, everybody's ears are open, and we're making sure everything's going good up there. Down towards the back of the boat, all the tourists will stack up on the very back of the boat. And you'll have guys two rows deep casting bait over each other's heads. Well, when you get hooked up on a fish like that, now you got 30 guys in the same freaking spot. Not realizing that a lot of these boats drift stern first. So when they throw that chum out in the water to keep the fish there, the fish are boiling all over. That boat is actually floating in reverse through that chum. And these guys will all sit on the back edge of the boat fishing. And now if somebody gets hooked up on a fish, you got 15, 20 guys that are trying to go over one rod and under another and around this guy and next to this guy. And it's a fucking chaos. We call it the tuna shuffle. But you're never sitting down. You never have the rod in the rod holder. That rod's in your hands at all time. The only reason you're going to have that rod belt on is because some of these fish are big, and you kind of use that rod belt once in a while to give yourself a break, basically. It ain't like you see on Wicked Tuna. West Coast fishing is a whole different animal, man. It's not throwing a bait out in the water and sitting there on anchor and waiting for the fish to swim by. It's you're moving. That boat's moving. Trolling. You got trolling jigs out back of the boat, and you're moving. You're covering ground until you find that fish. Once you find that school of fish, you'll hear it, man. You'll be inside, like laying down, freaking in your bunk or whatever, or in the galley eating lunch, and you hear the motor on the boat, just that diesel, that sweet sound of those freaking inboard diesels on those boats, and you'll hear that motor just all of a sudden power down, and you'll hear over the loudspeaker on the boat the captain yelling, "Throw chum, throw chum, throw chum." And that means that he's seeing good fish on the electronics. He's slowing down and tell the deckhands to throw bait to get those fish to stay right there. Unless that happens, all fucking hell breaks loose. You'll have 30 guys jumping up to run to grab their rods out of the rod racks on the boat, get a bait in the water. Ah, my chat freaking froze again. The AFCO belt and braided. Yep. That's what I have is the AFCO belt. My chat froze like way back there. Sorry, guys. If I go through this, oh, there we go. Yeah, the trolling is basically just, yeah, yellowfin are most common on the troll. But you gotta move around to find the fish, man. The fish don't just stay in one spot. They're not going to be under the dock or over by the dam. You're in the freaking ocean. You got to find them. You got to be vigilant. You got to be. The mahi will run with the yellowfin. You know what, Terry? Go ahead and laugh at me all you want, but all the years I've been fishing offshore, I still have yet to land a freaking mahi. I still have not landed a mahi. I've had family fly in from Jersey and want to go out and fish tuna because they've never done it. And I take them out. They get the rental rods and all that shit. What do they fucking hook up? Mahi. I just want to catch one because, they're beautiful fish, but I need to check it off the species list. I've caught more goddamn freaking tuna than I wanted to, but the mahi is like the one I'm chasing for saltwater. Yeah, I don't care if I catch them on the troll. I don't care if I catch them on a freaking Tatty 45 or a goddamn freaking shoulder hooked sardine. I just want one. And the funny thing, guys, is as much as I fish, I don't eat it. I will eat the mahi. I'll eat mahi, I'll eat halibut, and I'll eat shark. And that's about it. Those are the only 3 fish I'll eat. I just want that big, bad bull dorado with that fucking knucklehead. And it's a trip how quick they lose their color once you freaking gaff them. They're a good eating fish, man. I used to go to, Terry, you know the spot, Bally High. I used to go to Bally High all the time. And I'd always order the mahi down there. And they changed the chef who changed their entire menu and actually took the mahi off the menu. Hey, Bunchy. No, I actually haven't got anything yet. We'll see, though. It's getting to the witching hour here. I've only been here like 30 minutes. Well, I've been here like 45. I was throwing some stuff for bass, and the bass just weren't having it. I think it was too hot. Well, the temperatures dropped like 10 degrees in the last little bit. Yeah. Oh, dude, the mahi they're flyers. Those things will come 6-7 feet out of the water and then spit the jigs, and people get all mad. But you got to realize when they're coming up out of the water, man, you got to slam down on them and keep that line tight no matter what you can do. Oh, right on, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, let me recast this. Dude, that's a freaking good dog to just sit there the whole time and not move.
He did pretty good. I was surprised on him too. He's getting better.
I was half waiting for him to like go running out into the water chasing you.
I wish he was
No?
a witch. He touches it. He's
It's funny. I have 2 dogs. One, they're both brothers from the same litter, part lab, part pit. One wants nothing to do with the water. I can't keep the other one out of the water.
He'll walk in and wait around, but it gets up to his chest, he's out.
That's how mine is. My other one, yeah. Then the other one, I bring him over here, and he's like all the way over into the toolies. Right on, man. Thank you. So there's this big old sandy spot out here in the middle that I need to get this bait into in order for the bigger cats to come grab it. Pretty sure I might have flung my bait, but I'll give it a minute. These fish in this lake are weird, man. All right, sorry guys. Dark out in Ontario. Yeah, you guys are like what, 3 hours ahead? It's like what, 10 o'clock there. Yeah, it can be dangerous when they spit those jigs, man. Those things will come flying back at you and fucking stick somebody in the eyeball. Hey, Wagner, what's happening? Got skunked on the channels? Yeah, that happens. Happens to the best of us. Right now is a weird time for catfish. They're kind of in that spawn, post-spawn season. Some have spawned, some are still in the midst of the spawn, some are in post-spawn. Brazil in the house. Nice. Welcome in. This is the California-Mexico border right here. We're about, I don't know, Brazil, do you guys use meters or what? I think you do. We're like 200 meters from the border. No alligators in California. We have crackheads, but no alligators. I would trade the crackheads for the alligators, though, to tell you the truth. You're on the Chromebook. I actually need to take my, I bought a brand new laptop a couple of years ago. And from the day I bought it, it's been like super, super, super slow. Like it takes like 20 minutes to load freaking Google. And then once I get it to load the Google homepage, it takes another 30 minutes to load whatever page I'm trying to get to. And then you get a page with like, say like Bass Pro Shop, where they just have so much stuff on their website that, you know, their website's full. It takes forever. It took me, I let my laptop sit there on the table one day for over an hour, waiting for the Bass Pro Shop site to load, and it just still wouldn't load. I don't speak any Spanish. I think Brazil, they're more Portuguese than Spanish, aren't they? With the language, if I'm correct. Or like a mixture of. And I think the only reason I know that is because, you know, UFC. I know Brazil's got some badass freaking guys coming out of the UFC down there. Bats are starting to show up, so there's the first one. There's one cruising so far. So in about 10 minutes, there'll be 50, 60 of them cruising out here. It's actually for what the weather's been. It's chilly tonight. Yeah, we have crayfish all over out here. They're everywhere. They're in this pond. They're in the little creek that runs out of the pond here. They work great for bass bait. Portuguese. Okay. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't speak Portuguese. But I know Portugal is a big fishing country. And I mean, you're in Brazil. So it's cool to see somebody from Brazil in the channel. Wonka, what's happening? I'm pretty sure I might have flung most of that bait off of that hook when I cast it last time. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do a bait check here. I'm in the weeds. Oh, I'm definitely in the weeds. Well, bait's there. Most of it. I'll freshen it up, though. I'll definitely freshen up the bait. Get a nice chunk out there. No, I'm just straight up freaking bread straight out of the bag and plopping it out there. That's been working really good out here for me lately. I got if you go back a little bit into my channel, I got a short that I clipped out from one of the lives where I caught like a freaking, I'm not going to call him 4 pounds because I didn't have a scale. But he was pushing on the 4 pound door, 4 pound side of things. But I caught a bass on white bread out here that was really nice. But now, I don't know if they're onto me or what. You're sorry you got to my channel. Why is that? You found a great spot. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
Fucking around.
Oh, dip it. Yeah. No, this is fresh. So that only flung, I only flung that bait because it was, I'd already had it soaking out there. So you guys know how it is with bread. After it soaks for a little bit, it tends to mush up and it'll flip, it'll fling. You get like a good 2, oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. I'll worry about when my dogs pass, dude. I'm going to be a fucking basket case. But yeah, with the bread balls, you only get a couple casts before it, starts to disintegrate. What I need to do is, you're 17? Man, my channel's supposed to be 18 and up. So as long as you're cool, you don't do anything stupid, don't say anything stupid, don't mess with anybody, I'll let you chill. But YouTube, a lot of people have been having a problem with under 18 in their chats is been getting their channel shut down. But as long as you're cool about it, I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, Wagner. See ya. Hopefully we catch something here. These girls are up there climbing through the rocks, and they're young girls. They're teenagers. They're up climbing through the rocks, and hey, JBT, what's happening? Good to see you, brother. These girls up here climbing through the rocks wearing flip flops and bikinis, and what they don't realize is they are in straight up 100% rattlesnake territory. And right now the sun's going down. It's getting to that point where all the stuff's starting to wake up, and rattlesnakes will be looking for some dinner. I had that goddamn rattlesnake on my patio the other day. That scared the shit out of me. My wife said I freaking levitated up on top of the table. Carp in the Netherlands, or pike. Oh man, I want pike so bad. Pike's one of those fish that are on my bucket list. Pike, walleye, muskie, because we don't have those here. So I have to travel to go catch any of those. And gar. You see a lot of people fishing for carp and catfish that get hooked up on the gar, and it pisses them off. And I'd be happy because I want to catch a gar. We're in California. Normally I'm a bass fisherman and a saltwater fisherman. But my current boat is what? Well, my current boat is not big enough to get out to the tuna. So right now I'm kind of stuck to the charter boats, and the pricing this year has just become unaffordable by the time you're done with everything. An overnight trip packed up with 40 people on the boat is going to cost you $650 at the end of the day. So it's really not worth it to go out and fight all those people for one or two fish. And there'll be those odd days where you just crush them on those boats, but you end up losing so much gear on those boats because they're geared more towards tourists. So these are people that are on these boats that a lot of them have never seen the ocean before, so they don't know what the hell they're doing, and they don't want to listen to the crew trying to tell them what to do. The crew will tell you. The crew on these boats, the bluefin limits too. But yellowfin, yellowtail, different limits. They're what, 5? But these people on the boats won't listen to the crew. The crew will tell you, everybody will be lined up on the one rail of the boat. Usually it's on the left side of the boat, which is the port. And the crew will tell you, okay, everybody take one step to your right. And a lot of these guys just won't fucking listen, and they won't move. And then you'll get guys that, I think mahis too as well, but I'm not sure how. I don't know. It's weird with the bluefin and the mahi because they some fish count for different species. It's weird. It's fucking weird. And then Mexican limits are different than U.S. limits, and it's just, unless you're out every day and you're really familiar with the laws, it kind of can get confusing. But what I was saying was when they find these schools of tuna, they'll basically just drift, and you're drifting, so the wind and the current is pushing the boat, and obviously if the wind's pushing the boat to the right, you want to be on the left, so it's pushing your line away from the boat. But you'll get a handful of guys over on the right, and they'll drop their bait in the water, and the bait will go under the boat, and then now it's going to snag up on all the lines from all the guys that are actually on the proper side of the boat. So, hey, Mile, what's going on? We haven't caught shit yet. So you lose a lot of gear, you get a lot of tangles, all that kind of shit from that. And exactly, wind in your face, you're in the right place. If the wind's at your back, you ain't gonna catch fucking jack. Do I hunt? Oh yes, oh yes. I'm getting an itchy trigger finger as we speak. Deer season's coming up in beginning of September. Um, yeah, exactly. Wind at your back's an empty sack. But you'll get the guys that have the wind at their back and not paying attention, and they'll snag up onto somebody's line, and they'll think they feel a bite. Man, you guys that have never saltwater fished, you don't understand that you don't feel the bite with tuna. You fucking know there's a bite with tuna. It's not like that little tick that you get with bass sometimes. You throw a jig to a bass and you kind of maybe feel something, and then you kind of reel your line, and all of a sudden your freaking rod's loaded up. Those tuna, man, when they hit, they freaking take your bait and they're 300 miles an hour in the opposite direction, and you know it. You know it right then and there. You got a fish on the hook. So these guys will think that they felt something, and they'll go to set the hook. And what they do is, by doing that, they're wrapping their line around somebody on the other side of the boat, and you end up, having to cut your line, and it's a pain in the ass. You lose a lot of gear on those trips. Boar, that's another one I want to hunt. They're up in NorCal, but we don't have them down here. So the turkey population out here, though, is going freaking crazy. Terry, you know where I'm at. You know my little town. We actually have wild turkey roaming around the streets out here now. I saw one actually on the way over here with a little freaking, I don't know what you call them, like the little babies. I don't know what the little baby turkey are called, but they were over here cruising up the street. But the turkey out here, man, they're not good. They're gross. Yeah, there's so many turkey around Marina now. Poults, that's right. I want to shoot a hog with a bow. That's all I hunt with is a bow. I thought about getting a rifle tag this year, but I don't know, man. I'm more in it for the meat. I'm not in it for the antlers. Yeah, Jake's are the small toms. I couldn't remember the name of the poult. That's what it is. Little babies. But yeah, rifle hunting out here would be fun. No, hens are maybe there, but here, I think it's the spring. Either spring or fall season, because we have 2 turkey seasons. You can harvest 2 hens. The population out here is actually getting really big. As a matter of fact, there's a short on my channel of right like 4 days after turkey season ended, because turkey season and deer season overlap by a couple of weeks out here for the fall. There's a video on my channel of probably 50 turkeys cruising by while I was walking out to my tree to get set up for deer. And it was like right after season ended. So they were just kind of like,
we're gonna leave you here.
They were just kind of chilling, like, hey, screw you, season's over. You can't do a damn thing about it. So, but the turkeys out here are like, I've seen chickens with bigger legs. Oh yeah, Saquon's overloaded with them. My brother lives out in Hamul, and they're all over his property now. He's got chickens, and they try to come into like the chicken coops, and hey, what up, redneck? We try to come into the chicken coop. You need all the feed. Santa Isabel, they're everywhere. I actually hit one in the truck going You make that left at Dudley's, and you're going out towards what is it, Henshaw out there, where you make the just before you make the right to go to like Ocotillo or Borrego. I hit one out there um, just before that bridge. And Terry, you know the bridge I'm talking about out there behind Dudley's. Um, I hit one just before the bridge, splattered the shit out of it. Ooh, I think I just got tapped. Either I got tapped or something hit my line. Line's still slack though, so. I've never seen them down in Ocotillo. I'm sure you guys got them up in Ontario. Yeah, the black bears chicken's like that's like a freaking appetizer for them. Coyotes, yeah, there's coyotes all over out here too. You know, I've never hunted down in that area you're talking about, Terry, off Banner, San Felipe, and all that. I've never been down there to hunt that. I've heard it's good, but I've never been down there for that. It's just too far for for what it is. I've never seen deer out there either. When I was scouting, so I know there's a bunch out there, but I know the dove's good down there. The bird down there is good. The bird hunting down there is good, but a lot of people are out there now for deer, and it's getting crowded. Calexico, where at in Calexico? Where about? Because I've seen Calexico's growing up, man. There's a lot of stuff growing up out in Calexico now. By that, oh, okay. I've wanted to go out there and fish the canals right there, but it's so flipping hot down there. It's 116, 118, and then even at night it's up in the 90s. So it's ridiculous. But I want to go out there and fish some of the canals. I've gone out to the canals farther out, like out in Holtville, and I actually found smallmouth out there. I didn't realize we had smallmouth, and I went out there and found them. So yeah. So what I understand is that the All American, from doing some research, actually has flathead and striper in it as well, smallmouth. And I did catch some smallmouth out there at the drop right there at Gordonswell, right before you cross over to the flats. That's a bitchin' looking dog. Damn, that's a good looking dog. He is a super cool looking dog. Check this dog out, you guys. That is a badass looking dog. He is so cool looking. That's a cool dog. But yeah, I went out there. I've never caught a striper out of there. I've only fished it a couple of times out there, and I caught a couple largemouths, a couple smallies, but I've never got a striper out of there. I didn't know they were there until recently, so I wasn't targeting them. So I think when it cools down out there, I want to go check that out for some striper. I've also been doing some research on the area out north of Yuma called it's like the Imperial Dam out there, and that looks like they got some good catfishing and some really good striper fishing. So But I'm all catch and release. I'm like barbless hooks and super thick braided line, and I don't want to screw the fish up. I just want to catch them, take a picture, throw them back, let them go home, and get bigger. But I'd love to go out there and catch some of the stripers and the flathead out of there. We went to Havasu in April, and on the way there, I was all stoked. So we were gonna go fish Havasu, and I was hoping for some smallies. I was hoping for some. Damn, that dog is fast. That dog is quick. I would not want him chasing me. He's a damn good looking dog. He is a damn good looking dog. Hey, Diamond. Yeah, Picacho is one of the spots I was looking at. But anyway, what I was saying was we went out to Havasu, and I have a buddy that he's a professional kayak fisherman, and he had just moved out to Havasu. I didn't realize when I made the plans for the trip that they were moving out there. So we met up with a buddy out there and fished a little bit. And the wife did not want to fish at all. Like, it was not her thing. She had no interest in fishing. She was just happy to be out of the house and on vacation, sitting by the lake, reading a book. And she ended up catching a pretty decent flathead. For flathead standards, it was small. But for a brand new, fisherman, it was a nice catfish. And she was, from that moment on, man, she was hooked. Absolutely hooked. So we're on the way home. She's like, I think I need my own gear. And, now we have a contest going on. When it only counts when we're fishing together. But whoever catches the most fish between April and April gets to pick our next vacation. So that's kind of a cool deal. She's hooked now. River, really close to Lake Michigan, feeds in it, didn't catch anything. Like, go back. What are you fishing for, man? It's going to really depend what you're fishing for on what you should use. If you're fishing catfish, depending on the catfish you're fishing for, if you're fishing flathead, then you're going to want to use, live bait. If you're fishing channel cat, you're going to want to use something that stinks really bad. If you're fishing bass, you're going to want to fish a variety of stuff. Jigs, Senkos, flukes, topwaters, crankbaits, spinnerbaits. It really depends on what you're fishing for. Trout, salmon. I don't fish trout, and we don't have a good salmon fishery here. You got to go way far up into Northern California for the salmon. So my experience with trout is that they're all stocked trout out here. So, power bait and cast masters and things like that. Salmon, I couldn't tell you. Never fished for them before. Hey, Bass Fishing TV, good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. The sunfish chunks yesterday got skunked. Well, right now, man, for the catfish, it's a weird time of year because the catfish are, depending on where you're at, they're in spawn and they're coming out of spawn. So you could be in one of those areas where they're, hey, Zero. You could be in one of those areas where the catfish are still on spawn and they're not interested in food. They're not. If that's the case, once they come out of the spawn cycle, then they're going to be all about food. So really, really depends. Best thing you can do is when you're out there, if you see people out there, go talk to them. Go talk to them. Find out what they're using, what they've caught, what information they have. A lot of people share information. Now, if you ask me what I caught that last fish on, I'm going to tell you I caught it on a Cheeto. But depending on where you're at, people will give you good information, you know, especially if you're cool with them. You know, just be cool, be cordial, be nice, be polite, and, you know, don't be afraid to ask other fishermen for help. So, the Cheeto actually, so years ago, I did actually catch a tuna on a Cheeto. They were blowing up on everything that hit the water. And to be a smartass, I rubber banded a Cheeto to a hook and flipped it off the side of the boat. And I did get a tuna on a Cheeto. Wasn't huge, but it was a tuna on a Cheeto. That was like 25 years ago. I should actually start my stupid bait challenge and figure out how to tie a hook onto a Cheeto and use it for like a jerk bait. Because that could work. Yeah, no, I caught a bluegill on raw potato. So, yeah, I've caught a bluegill on a potato. I caught a bluegill on a piece of carrot. I need to redo that carrot video because my phone died in the middle of it. So something's, I think a bat hit my line. Yeah, I'll use like a rubber band or something to put the Cheeto on the hook. Sucker chunks. Yeah, see, that's what you got to find out is what are the fish biting on? What are they feeding? You know, they might not want one kind of cut bait over the other. They might not want cut bait at all. They might be chasing live bait. You never know. Yeah. See, even cut a sardine in thirds and slip a little hook through it and drop it out, and they'll eat that freaking chunk bait. I've caught yellowtail on chunk bait. I've caught a bluefin on chunk bait. Yellowtail. Or did I already say yellowtail? Yellowfin. All kinds of cool stuff. And then inshore, you can get, like the basses and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll check those photos when I get out of here. Once I kill the live. How do you keep it on the hook? It's just, it's just cut bait. So basically you just hook instead of live, like a full size live bait, you just slip the hook through it, like under the spine for the chunk baits. And then when you're fishing them live, you either nose hook it. So you hook it like right through the hard part of the nose, right in front of the face. And you can hook them through the tail, or you can hook it like skin hook them, basically, right behind the. Oh, did you guys see that? Oh, please tell me you guys saw that on camera. 105.34. Please tell me you guys saw that. I gotta remember that timestamp. 105.34. I'm gonna screenshot it. All right. Please tell me. Please tell me that was on camera. You guys all right? All right. Hey, at least the water's warm.
Warn me. Warn me. I know.
That was great. I got that on video. Hell yeah, that's getting cut into a short.
I still got 50% on it.
Oh, hopefully they didn't have their phones and stuff in their pocket.
I've got my just left.
That's so hilarious. You guys didn't have your phones and all that in your pockets, did you? Oh, that sucks. Right? I think it is. That was great. Thank God this water's warm.
Particles.
I hope so. I really hope so. Did it like,
Fuck the phone! Well, fuck the phone.
was it good on camera? Because I didn't even see it on the camera. Was it like clearly visible? Anyone?
Okay, I guess we could just take
Yeah, it will. Oh, hold on. They're in my line. Hold on. Here, I think you guys tangled into my line. I don't want to get a hook into you. So, do you see it right there? Okay. I just don't. I just want to make sure it doesn't like hook you. So, okay, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. I caught a big ass catfish. Yeah, there's some big ones in here. I just didn't want to make. I just didn't want to have like that line wrap and pull a hook into you or something. There is some big ass cats in here though. All right. Let me recast this real quick. Oh, that was fucking great. That was great. Nice. Okay, sweet. I'm so glad that came. That's gonna freaking go so perfect. That is gonna go so perfect for a short. Oh hell yeah! I'm so glad I got that on camera. Nope, I didn't hook the canoe. They I didn't even see it happen. I just looked up and all of a sudden there was a big old splash. Scooter just went back and watched it. Okay. Sweet. How clear was it on camera? Because I totally missed it on camera. I wasn't even looking at the camera, so I completely missed it on camera. But I screenshotted the time. So once I get back to the house and the video renders, I promise that will be a short. I promise. Hey Terry, drop those jokes, man, because I'll be dropping them too. That was fucking great. That was great. Sweet. I'm so glad that that came out. I can't wait to redo that or to rewatch that. The problem is now that they left the canoe over here soaking full of water. So I'm gonna, before I leave here, I'll flip that canoe and drain it. It's damn near sunk. So we got stuff starting to pop top water a little bit here. And you see all the bats flying around. I don't know if it's like bat shit hitting the water or a little bluegill hitting the surface chasing bugs, but I hope so, you guys. Oh man, that's fucking awesome. I've been I've been waiting. I've been waiting for something good. I've been waiting for something good for that. Oh, they probably did. I didn't see what happened. Like I wasn't looking, and I just kind of looked up, and all of a sudden they're freaking in the water. So, oh, there's definitely fish popping the surface out here. I didn't bring anything for surface fishing. Jess, what's happening? Good to see you. Jess, if you have the ability to go back about 8 or 10 minutes or so in the video, you kind of need to. You just need to see what just happened. That's going to make a fucking great short. That's going to make a great short. I think I haven't got bit at all in like an hour. So I'm going to move that bait. I'm going to rebait it and move it. You guys see that? I was in the weeds. Okay. So if any of you guys were here the other day, or if you actually took the time to watch the short of that Karen from the other day that was screaming and yelling at me, threatening to kick my ass and all that shit over here. Oh yeah, they're totally embarrassed. They walked out the back way instead of the normal way. But I had that Karen freaking out on me the other day. Well, the guy that you saw swimming that had that badass looking dog, that's the owner of the pond. And obviously, being the fact that when he came over here, I was the only one here, he does not really care about the fishing. His biggest thing, I talked to him yesterday. I talked to him, down at the store the other day. And his big thing is he doesn't want people using treble hooks in here that are going to get broken off and stuck in people's feet when they're swimming. And I understand that. But he doesn't want people taking the fish out of here because they were put here for a specific purpose, and that was restoration, basically. So he wants the environment to clean itself back up. So all right. That thing's out there in like the deepest part of this pond. Yeah, no fish absolutely makes it a health hazard. People don't realize how much the fish clean up the water and eat all the crap that's in the water. Dude, you guys see this, like, look at this over here. I don't know if you can see it. You know how many boils are over there? Even like right out here in front of me. Fish are just popping everywhere. Hopefully something will bite. But there's fish just like all over the surface now. So Smoke and Grow, how you been, man? How's your grow season going? There's a big bass right there. Holy shit. I might have to re-rig up for bass real quick. I'm pretty sure with the setup I got a little small Carolina rig setup. I could probably throw, what do I got? I know I brought a brush hog with me. I got some Senkos. I didn't really bring much over here because I wasn't fishing. I wasn't planning on fishing with a lot. I got a couple flukes. I got a couple Senkos, and I got a brush hog that I could tie on. Oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah, my season went to shit before it even started, so. A salmon stream, hell yeah, nice. Yeah, that's why they put the catfish in here, to eat all the shit. Everything that was stocked in here was done with a purpose. The tilapia were put in first, and that was to eat all the leeches that they found in here. And then they put the bass to eat the bullfrogs because there's a massive bullfrog problem. And then catfish, it's the filter, and then bluegill for natural food source. That bass is going fucking nuts over there. I'm catching his ass. Oh, you guys just missed somebody freaking eat shit in that canoe.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we saw them dragging it in from over there.
Yeah.
They fell in.
Yeah, they straight up dumped it.
Oh,
The bitching thing is I have YouTube Live going right now, so I got it on camera. So that's going to be one hell of a short once I clip it. It's SoCal Outdoors. It's if you're looking for it, you got to type it in specific the way it's done because there's two of them, and the other guy's like some faggot that's got nothing. Yeah, Amy. No, he's like straight up like flaming.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but it's it's SO_Cal period outdoors.
I love it. I'm gonna look for that video.
I have the live going right now. If you scroll through the live, it happened about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I hope you have a good night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. There'll be a short tomorrow on it, I guarantee it. All right, guys.
I'm gonna post it so it gets more views on my Instagram.
There you go. That's what I'm going to throw to that bass over here. So I'm going to bring the camera over here a little bit and see if I can get this bass that was chilling right over here. I'm going to kind of stay back, but it's a good sized bass. So what I've noticed is he was right off of that palm tree. So let me see if I can get him. But what I've noticed with the bass here is they start coming right up to the edge of the freaking shoreline here in the evenings. So I'll see if I can bring this Carolina rig right past where he's been popping and get him. But he was a good sized bass popping up. That went freaking left field. All right, that was past where he went. I'll bring this in and I'll drop it right there. I don't know if he'll hit it or not, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna stay right here behind the camera so I can see what you guys are seeing. This guy over here just got one. He might not bite this brush hog. I got a Carolina rigged, so we'll see. Let me get this over here. I'm going to go look and see what it's doing in the water. I want to see the action of it in the water real quick, guys. Okay. All right, I dragged it through some weed. So let me get this thing popped back over there.
Let's go.
Looks like they're popping everything off the top. Okay. We toss this out a little deeper. We'll bring it in a little more. Bring it more in towards the shoreline, then parallel with it and see if he rails on it. And if not, what I might do is take this, cut this rig real quick and just throw this thing weightless. Right now it's on a little Carolina rig with a super lightweight. And I only Carolina rigged it so that, well, that's actually what I had on already for the cat. Because I was going for cat, hoping to get a nice cat, but I'd prefer a nice bass. Oop, 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 oop. Oh, yeah, I might, huh? Let me drag this up here in the freaking, because it's all sand up here, too. Let me fucking. All right. Let me see what happens here. He might have, oh, that was a shitty cast. That little bass might have cruised. He might have bailed out. He might have bailed out of there. I haven't seen him blast anything else yet, so. I'm almost tempted to just, what the hell is that? There's a fucking bat on my line. See that bat got hung up on my line? See that shit? There's a bat hung up on my line. Get out of there. You guys see that shit? That was cool. That's going to make another cool short. Hell yeah. All right. I think I need to take that weight off. Yeah, they're a bitch, man. I don't know what it is about fishing line, but they're like, they're attracted to it. All right. Ooh, you guys see that? He was sitting right there when my bait hit. I don't think he's. They've been so keyed in on the bluegill here the last few days that they haven't been following or chasing anything I've thrown for them. It's almost going to take. It's almost going to take a live bluegill, I think, to catch a bass here in the last few days. But he is. I mean, you see how close in that is. He's been blasting things right there. I'm almost wondering. You know, I'm going to try. I'm going to try something here, you guys. I'm going to try something totally freaking unconventional because sometimes the dumbest shit ever works. Swim that in and drop it in front of them. And then let it sit. I actually had that work really good with Senkos. Yeah, bluegills, live bluegill works great for fucking everything. Problem is, live bluegill's illegal here. You can't use live bluegill here for bait. Swim that thing top water for a minute and then drop it right there. And the great thing is, when I take this brush hog off, I don't have to worry about redoing my whole setup. Here. Yeah. How's that for a sugar coating? He might have bailed out. He might have bailed out of there. These guys over here behind me are catching bass. All right. I'm going to go back over here and go back to my spot. I'll throw this over here a little bit. See what happens. What did you guys catch that on? Let me throw this out here a little bit real quick. All right. They're not chewing on the brush hog. One more cast with it, and then I'm going back. Last cast with that brush hog in there. I just don't know what the freaking problem is with the bass over here. But I'm going to pull that brush hog and I'm going to slap the bread back on there and see if I can get it back out for another cat. Because I don't have a spinnerbait with me. I brought like minimal stuff. I wasn't planning on fishing anything other than the bread balls. But I had a little pack of like mixed up pack of stuff in my Jeep that I brought over here. All right. Let me see trim some bread out here and see what hits that off the surface and how quick. They're not boiling on it like they have been. All right. Let me get this bait back out here again. So I'll get this back out and see what happens. Bluegill are going crazy right here on the surface, but all right. All right. I almost got this bait all the way on here. All right, let me get this back out there, you guys. All right. Get that back out. That's back out there. We'll see what that does. I'm actually not too worried about catching the bass here tonight. I'm kind of more keyed in on the cats because they're bigger. That was cool, though. That bat freaking wrapped onto my line. That's two badass shorts I can clip out of this live within like 20 minutes of each other. What I need to do is get a little light that I can bring down here because as bright as it looks still on camera, it's half that bright to the naked eye. Yeah, guys, I don't have. The only reason I threw that brush hog on that Carolina rig real quick is because that's really all I have with me. I got a couple Senkos, I got a couple of flukes, and I got a brush hog. So we'll see what happens. So hopefully I get a cat. I'm kind of tempted to fly line a Senko and drag that across the top of the water. Kind of like speed rig it. So, dude, Glenn, I have such a perfect joke for that you just said about the fat content, the sharks. I have a perfect joke for that, but I can't say it on here because it's racial, and I know YouTube would freaking kick my ass for it. But it has to do with why sharks don't bite a certain people, and it's fucking hilarious. And it's, man, I wish I could tell you guys that joke without YouTube kicking me off here. The racist is all hell, but it's fucking hilarious. I'm wondering if the cats are like not having it here tonight too, because they're not biting anything. Hey, what'd you guys get that bass on? Yeah. Yeah, what'd you catch him with? Yeah, hey, Showflies, what's happening? Good to see you. Yeah, they don't even know what fish are in here. So we're just chilling, sitting by the edge of the pond, hoping to catch something. They don't even know. They don't even know what they're using. Apparently, they're just learning to fish. So it was definitely a bass, though, because there's only 4 types of fish in this pond. There's bass, catfish, um, tilapia, and bluegill. And I heard him reeling it in. I was over there fishing for that other bass, and I heard him reel it in. It was flopping around the water, so it wasn't big, so it was definitely a bass. There's a little one just slapped right there. Hey, Mary. I didn't see you come in. Welcome in. All right. Yeah, I'm brand new. I'm even like so new. I'm holding the rod backwards and upside down. That's cool though. I got 2 cool shorts. I got the people dumping the freaking kayak and that bat freaking catching up on my line. Like I reeled him all the way up to the tip of the rod and I fucking flung him and he took off. But he was all over that line. That'll be 2 cool shorts I can clip out of this video. That canoe one, man, I hope that canoe one gets the views that it deserves. You guys saw it happen live, so you know it deserves some views. Oh yeah, man, I got a spinning reel with my eyes facing up, and with my casting reels, the eyes face down. So, you know, I'm good. I'm good. And I turn it that way so I can reel backwards. So, you know, you got to turn the reel backwards when you're reeling. That's the key. Flip it upside down and turn it backwards. And then if you have the reels with the anti-reverse thing, you got to make sure to turn the anti-reverse off so that you can reel it backwards no matter what. It's getting to the point where it's almost too dark to see out here. I didn't bring any light or anything, so. Oh, dude, it's a must. Yes, you have to have your clicker on, and when you hook a fish, you cannot turn the clicker off. No, because if you turn the clicker off, you lose your fish every time. Which normally I will turn the clicker on the when I got a spinning rod or a spinning when I got my casting rods, I will put them in the holder with the clicker on. But fucking bugs the hell out of me listening to somebody try to reel with the clicker on. Like the first thing I'll do, because of my casting reel, I'll turn the clicker on. I mean, Terry, you fish saltwater, you know what I'm talking about. Turn the clicker on, leave the bait caster unlocked, and we'll wait for that fucking tuna to just start rip and drag. Lock that thing in. The first thing I'll do is I'll turn the clicker off and lock that fucking reel in. And then it's just game on. Hope your drag's not too tight and call it good. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to fish for. It's getting dark. It's getting hard to see. The only light that I have is my cell phone. So it's going to be hard to even like unhook a fish if I catch him now because I can't see what I'm doing. But I'm kind of upset because I've never been skunked in this pond before, so I need to need to catch something before I leave here. What I might do is I might in a minute here drag that bait ball to where it's like 6 feet out. So I know the bass and the catfish will eat it. And the bass usually, what I've noticed, is they hang out right along the shoreline at night, like ankle deep water. And then no, Munchie, we don't have whitetails here in California. We have blacktail and mule deer, and then a couple like different subspecies. Why Penn Internationals make the noise even with the clicker off? No, I can't wait to hear this one though. So the blind can fish too, or what? Fishing by braille. I have a couple friends that want to do that. There's a place up in Long Beach that does a jet ski tour from Long Beach over to Catalina, and a couple of my buddies want to do that. And I keep telling them, like, man, I can't do that because I'll be that dude like trolling the whole fucking way there with the jet ski. I'll have a rod and reel in my hand. You can't put me in the ocean and tell me not to fish. My wife wants to do like a Caribbean cruise, and I'd be that dude up on the fucking back of the fucking cruise ship with a fucking rod and reel in hand. Oh, okay. That actually makes sense though, because the Penn Internationals, man, when you're using that, you're going after some freaking monsters. I'd love to have a freaking Penn International, but I don't want to spend the money on one. I do have, right now, I only got 3 tuna rods. I got my 2, they're all 3 the same rod, just different weights. I got my, they're all Penn Blue Water Carnage rods, which I fucking love to put those Blue Water Carnage rods. I got the 20 on one, the Penn Fathom 20 on one of them, and then I got the 40 on the other, and then my jig stick for throwing, top waters and whatever. I have a Daiwa Saltist on that, and I'll tell you what, man, that Saltist, I can cast that thing like a fucking madman. Oh, that's cool, dude. I wish I could get that close to a deer. Yeah, we could do that, Terry. I don't have like FaceTime or any of that shit, but I think I can do like video calls on my phone. I don't know. I'm not that good when it comes to the technology stuff. All right, I think I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to cut and retie and throw like a Senko real quick, or I don't know what I want to tie. I have a couple flukes. I actually had the donkey rig tied on when I first started fishing, but oh, nice. Yeah, Terry, let me know. Let me know how to do that. 'Cause I have no clue. My wife probably will. I just have no clue. She's good with all that technology shit. This is getting stupid though. I've been over here for like 2.5 hours. I haven't caught shit. It's weird. There's like a 10-15 minute window over here where everything's just blasting up on top water and then it just goes dead calm. Hey, how you doing, babe? A meat call. Sounds like it's kind of like a FaceTime or something kind of a deal. So I think I got my viral video. I think I got it. Um, Honey, you know the canoe that's over here? Ow. So there's two people over here in the canoe, and they got about halfway into the middle of the lake and fucking dumped it. They ate shit. Absolutely fucking hilarious. I might have two viral videos. You're right. You're very, very right, Munchie. That bat was cool as hell too. I had a bat land on my line. They were in the middle. They were like out in the middle. So they took off from, the side I fish. They were out about even with um, the little hammock swing in the tree. So they were about even with that straight off of this little side that I fish. Because I'm sitting in that exact same spot right under this palm tree. That was freaking awesome, though. I'm hoping that it, yeah, they lost the battle, but they weren't up the creek yet. They were heading for it. They damn near sunk the canoe. Like before I leave, I'm going to have to try to drag this thing up out of the water and flip it over. It was a good few minutes for them to swim out. It took a good little bit. They did save the canoe, yeah. But they had like their wallets and their, everything that you normally have in your pocket, car keys, wallet, cell phone was all in their pockets when they dumped it. So yeah, go back in the video. I'm sure you can do it on your iPad. I'm not sure. But if you go back in the video, it was about an hour and 5 minutes into the video somewhere. Can I link who? Who can you link who, Terry? I mean, if you guys want to drop your channel links in here, go for it. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of people having. A lot of people have the ranch so that they can go check out everybody else's channel. Yeah, I don't have Nightbot set up on my channel. Otherwise, I will do that once I get Nightbot set up. I think you can. I'm not sure. I think you can have the Nightbot set up without your channel being monetized. It's like a secondary app that somehow ties in. But like I said, I'm not too tech savvy, so I'm not sure how to do it. All right, this is getting stupid. I don't know where. Oh shit, that was a badass fucking shooting star right there. Just missed it on camera. By the way, guys, um, tonight is supposed to be, I guess, 2 separate meteor showers that are happening at once. So if you guys are out somewhere where you can actually see the stars in your neighborhood, wouldn't be a bad idea to go lay on your back in the backyard looking at the sky tonight. But I just saw one that went for a good like 3-4 seconds. Maybe that's why the fish aren't biting today. They know the sky's falling. I'm about to be the only one at this pond. Yeah, I guess the oh, what the hell's, I forgot the name of the 2 that are going right now. But I guess the Perseids or however you pronounce it is supposed to be going and peaking like the middle of this month. But I guess that one goes for like quite a while. But I had a little pop-up article saying like tonight was supposed to be the peak of another one. All right, there's nothing biting. I'm going to move this bait again. Oh, I have no bait. Well, hell, that's probably why I'm not catching nothing. Something robbed my bait. So let me rebait this, toss it out there. I'm actually going to try to keep this a little bit closer in and see if something happens closer to the shoreline. It's like so dark, I almost can't even see. I just hooked my own damn finger. All right, I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to sit here and toss this out from where I'm at. I'm just going to kind of flip it out a little bit. I wanted to go a little farther, but that might be good enough for right now. I'll give that a second, and then I'll redo it. Man, it got dark out here quick. I think even the bluegill are like, screw this, it's too dark, we're going to sleep. So I'm chumming bread out, and they're not boiling up on it. Nice. Redneck, dude, you just fucked up. Um, so people in my channel that ask for mod don't get it. It's earned, not given. If you ask for it, I will not give it to you. And I'm also not currently adding any more to my channel as well. I have probably too many on right here. So I might actually do a mod purge here pretty soon. And then Rednecks, are you 18? I know you've told me, but I don't remember. There's just nothing doing right here with the fish. There's bluegill all over the place, but the bass and the cat really aren't wanting to come out and play. Did my chat freeze again? No. Well, that was a trip. My camera just flashed. All right, yeah, that's fine, Terry. I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna go shoot some video up at the Desert View Tower before it gets hot. But I'm not doing anything else. I'll be either here or at the house most of the day. So yeah, the government can take all the pictures they want, man. I got nothing to hide. I got nothing to hide. Man, it's what time is it? 8:45. You had to watch it 3 times. That's perfect. How did it show on camera? Was it a good shot or was it how was it? She had to watch it 3 times. That's awesome because it's great. Oh, perfect. So she's one of those people that when she's scrolling through like YouTube or TikTok or any of those, like if you don't grab her attention right out of the fucking gate, she swipes. So you got like half a second to grab her attention. So nice. Nice. So it's clear. Okay, so that'll make a short. That'll make a good short. And then did you see the bat? You probably didn't look at the bat, but like um it was about an hour, 20 minutes in that I had a bat land on my freaking fishing line. There's a big old bass just rolled over here. All right. I'm gonna give this one more freaking wing way out there and let it soak for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna have to call it because it's too damn dark. Oh, sweet! The cat's voice is coming back. So, you guys, we have this cat, cool ass cat. If you got to miss the SoCal's channel, he's got a bunch of video. Cool. He's a cool cat. I'm not a cat guy, but he's a cool ass cat. All of a sudden, like overnight, his freaking his voice like was gone. So the cat's voice is coming back. That's cool. I was kind of tripping because like the cat went from like this freaking boisterous ass like meow to like sounded like he had freaking strep throat or something. I think she's going to look at that bat. Man, I've been waiting for something to happen on camera that's like viral short worthy, and hopefully that with my luck, that I'll post that as a short and it'll get like 6 views. I really want to get Mrs. SoCal out on the saltwater and put her on a freaking nice like 25, 30 pound yellowtail. But she doesn't fare too well on the boat. I think what I need to do is did I just get bumped? I just got bumped. Might have been a bat hitting my line. I think what I need to do is take her down into the bay on my boat and cruise her around the bay. Come on, fish. I've not caught anything tonight. Did you find the bat? Like right around a minute 19, a minute 20, or an hour 19. I can't even fucking talk. Right around an hour 19 or an hour 20 into the video. I just don't know what's going on. Like nothing's biting tonight. Oh, and as I say that, something tapped it. Might have been a bat though, the way it tapped. Oh nope, we're getting tapped. We're getting hit. We might have a fish. We got a fish playing with our bait. And it went away. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Got to at least catch one before I leave here. Actually, I need to leave here pretty quick because I'm getting fucking hungry. Someone's definitely down there playing with that bait, though. I think I'm about to get railed on. Come on, fish. Something's tapped it twice. Man, it is so nice over here right now. No mosquitoes. Perfect temperature. Unfortunately, it got so dark, everybody left because you can't see. There's only 2 people in here watching. I think whatever was playing with that bait's gone. It might have been a freaking bat running into the line. Let's see. Might have stole my bait. I think it did. Feels like it did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. Oh, maybe not. No. Bait's on there. Bait is on there. So we wing it back out there and see what happens. Wind's starting to kick up pretty good. All right. I'll let that soak for a few minutes and see what happens. See if something takes it. If not, it'll be time to start packing it up and going home to make some food. I think all I've eaten today is a breakfast sandwich.
Boiling water.
Oh, nothing's happening out here. Come on, fishes. Come on, fishes. I got one little nibble on the bread, but that was it. I think they're getting they're starting to clue into the bread. Hey, what's up, Preston? We're out here catfishing. It's dark as hell. I didn't bring a light or anything with me, so I was hoping to get at least some more fish on the live. But sometimes you just don't catch. That's how it goes. And other times you freaking slam. It's actually getting kind of really nice out here. It's actually cool.
Don't worry about it. We'll go back.
All right, let's see what happens here in the next few minutes. I think it was a bat that hit the line earlier. Because they're still flying around, so. It's super clear out here tonight. That meteor shower should be pretty cool. All right, yeah, that was straight into the weeds. So I got weeds all over my bait, which means I was right in the weed ball. So get that, see if I can get that out past the weeds. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's the cast that dropped it right in front of a nice fish. But so far, nothing. So we'll see though. I wish I could actually yeah, it's not gonna work. I was gonna say I wish I could actually get the sky in the frame because the freaking with the moon and the stars out here right now, it looks pretty badass. And all the little shooting stars we keep seeing from that meteor shower. Guys, if you didn't know it, there's a meteor shower going on tonight, so it's worth going out and checking out. I've seen a couple really badass ones. A lot of them are real light and faint right now, but it's supposed to get better as it gets later. And I guess the what is it called? The Perseids is supposed to peak this month. Or from what I read, that the night that it's supposed to peak is the same night as the full moon. Hey, Travis, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. I have another bat caught in my line. Okay, that's bats that are hitting my line, not fish. I just had one almost get caught up again. That's going to make a cool short, though, that bat getting all tangled up in my line. Hey, Munchie, you're back. Yeah, it's dark. It's like what? Freaking 9 o'clock, so it's dark. I should have brought my little lantern. Steve's got another bass. No, I haven't posted the. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna post that short for sure. I gotta. Problem with YouTube is I gotta wait for it to render, and then I can clip the short. So we'll see. We'll see how it comes out.
Oh shit!
This guy's over here's got 2 bass. I don't know what he's throwing, but
I don't want this fish to die.
I don't know what he's throwing, but he's got 2 bass. No, I'm not gonna put a bunch of stupid music to it. I don't know what I'll do with it yet. I got to figure out how to. I'm not really that good with the technology thing, so if you look at most of my shorts, they're all just clipped straight out of the live video. I don't know how to actually clip it down so that I can add like music or anything to it yet for a short. I know if I record it, then upload it as a short, I can do it that way, but I'm not sure how it works when you're clipping it out of a live. So I'll have the wife help me out with that because my computer skills are slim to none. So all right, last bait going on here. One more cast and then I'm gonna call it because it's getting so dark I can't even like really see the hook. Let alone if I get a fish to get the hook out of it, it's gonna suck. But I'll figure something out. I'll definitely figure something out. All right. Got a bread ball on there. I'm gonna get this thing winged out here and give it. I'm gonna give it about 5-10 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it because it's getting so dark I can't even see, and the moon's like not full enough to help either. So hopefully, I just put that right in front of a. Hopefully, I just put that in front of a nice fish. Yeah, I got to go back and watch the video to see how everything worked or how everything looked. Because from my point of view, it was fucking hilarious. But I don't know what the camera caught. So I think what I'll do is I'll have a smoke, let my bait soak while I'm having a cigarette, and then fucking get the heck out of here. I'm freaking starving. But we'll see what I can catch in the next 5-6 minutes here. Hopefully something. I am kind of half tempted to throw a Senko on real quick and see what I can get on a Senko. The problem is it's so dark, I would have to use this same rig that I got on right now. Because I can't see to retie another rig right now. My phone is a piece of junk. It won't let me use the flashlight and have YouTube going at the same time. But I need to go to the house and take some Tylenol anyway, man. I got like something going on with the tooth. What's going on, guys?
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, what's going on?
Can we see the picture?
Yeah, let me see what you caught.
I just didn't want to bother you.
No, you're good. You're good. Oh yeah, it's a nice little bass. Okay, yeah. Yeah. There's only 4 fish in here.
We got this.
Yeah, it's a nice little bass right there too.
We're not supposed to be like fishing here at all.
So here's the thing.
That's why I don't want to touch the pool at all.
I actually talked to Jeff yesterday, and from what he says is he doesn't want people using treble hooks over here.
What's a treble hook?
You know the ones that are like 3.
Oh, no,
it's like 3 hooks on one.
Tiny one.
Oh, that's mine. That's a big fish.
No, we don't have no hook like that. We have a little tiny one.
Yeah, so he doesn't want people leaving shit around in the lake. Basically,
yeah, when we were swimming over there, we get tangled with the lines.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he doesn't want.
That's just the main thing. Like, keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Try not to, like, if you get something stuck in the lake,
clean it up.
Try, like, if you cast out and you get stuck or whatever.
The grass, we take it out.
Yeah. Keep it clean.
We like to be over there near the grass too, so we take it out.
Yeah. He doesn't like people taking the fish home with them.
We let them go because we don't want to mess with it.
Yeah, we can take a picture.
So, and exactly. But the main thing is like the hooks. He doesn't want people stepping on hooks if they're out here swimming. So if you're using just a regular, oh, there we go. Oh, something just hit that.
Oh, you're fishing too.
Yeah. If you're using just a regular hook, you're okay. But you'll see the treble hooks. They look like I got a fish coming right here.
I really am happy to talk to you and appreciate that we know like a little bit more of the rules and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty much just don't be an asshole. Like, when it boils down to it.
Just, like, down the street.
Yeah, me too.
Every afternoon.
Yeah, I'm right down the street too. So, wait, are you guys? Where are you at over there?
Right here.
Okay.
On Calexico.
Oh, on Calexico. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm. Yeah.
That's why we just walk here every afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm right up the street. I'm right around the corner from you. So, oh, there we go again. Something just hit it again.
It was nice to meet you. My name's Christopher, and he's Marcos.
Hey, how you doing, guys? I go by SoCal. That's my racing team and my YouTube channel.
SoCal?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah, SoCal Outdoors. But yeah, if you guys see me over here, I'm more than happy to help you out.
Because I want to learn how to fish, but I just know how to tangle myself.
I know how to fish.
Yeah, that's
some big ass fish over there take my hook. So
the sad part, I'm already getting old.
Right?
He's my nephew. He's 17, and I'm already 37.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, yeah, if you guys see me out here during the day or whatever, I'm here like 7 days a week.
How long gonna be in here?
So maybe one day when it's not so busy, you can.
Yeah, I'll give you
a little bit of what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what's going on.
Where I want to do this, but it's in a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to swim.
So Lake Morena down the road there.
Yeah.
There's some nice fish in there.
Oh, we catch a big fish like he's huge and he's the one take my hook, so we got back.
Oh, nice.
So we got the hook back in the fish.
Nice.
Now, Christopher, now we're doing it over again. You throw my hook into the lead pile.
Yeah, as long as like, so Jeff's biggest thing is he doesn't want the liability of people stepping on hooks. You know.
There, especially if you're swimming, you don't.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the last thing he wants is some little kid to step on a hook and mom and dad to sue the resort because, you know, somebody left a hook out here. And then like, don't, you know,
hooks.
yeah, and he doesn't want people taking the fish because obviously they paid to put the fish in here. You know, and they put the fish in here with intent. Well, so I was talking to him yesterday, and what he was saying was when they first redid this whole little pond, there was a bunch of leeches after they refilled it. So they put tilapia, so the tilapia would eat the leeches. And then all of a sudden the bullfrogs became a problem, and there was just way too many. So we put the bass in here to eat the bullfrogs. And then he put catfish in here to help keep everything clean. Because catfish like filter the lake.
Oh, so it's a whole ecosystem.
So yeah, he built an entire ecosystem in here. And I mean, you can see in the last few years how much this has come back to life. So, but he does, you know, he doesn't not want people fishing, but he doesn't want people fishing. It's kind of like it's a fine line, you know. If you're going to fish it, be respectful. Take more trash out than you brought in, kind of a thing.
You know what?
Right.
We would like to swim a lot. We don't want to be in all the trash either.
Right, exactly. So, but you know, and like, don't come over here on like Saturday at noon when there's half the neighborhood here and, you know, fish basically. Because, you know, if you come over here on the weekend, there's 40, 50, 60 people in here. And
it's better when there's no one.
It's better when there's no one. Well, plus it's better fishing too because it's not as much commotion. So.
Oh, you're going to show them the picture?
This is the fish caught my hook.
Oh, nice. Was that here?
No, in the bush.
Oh, nice.
That's why we call him Big Bessie.
Oh, okay.
Big Bessie.
Yeah, there's some big fish in here. There's some real big fish in here.
I wonder what we got the bluegill like. It's so light and blue.
The bluegill? There's a lot of bluegill in here. There's a lot of them in here.
No sharks in here?
No. No.
Like over there with Houston or over there by the bay.
Down in the ocean, yeah.
Or you're going to have the fish card to go in the boat and go fish.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Go fishing.
That's where my heart and soul is the deep sea fishing.
I want to try it at least one time in my life.
Yeah, it's
that is skydive.
It's the deep sea fishing is a lot different than fishing in a lake.
Try to get a tuna or something or a shark.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll tell you what, man, those tuna, they're fun to catch. They're fun to catch. But Lake Morena down there in Campo, there's some really big fish in that. Really big fish in that.
So that'll be this is like to learn, and then over there will be to catch something good.
You can both. You can catch something good here. You can catch something good there. And so I always tell people when you're brand new to fishing, best thing you can do is get some worms and a hook. Fish, even though there's no worms naturally in the water, fish just have this genetic thing where they'll eat worms like crazy.
So we need to get next week.
No, we use weenies to throw in the water and let the fish take a bite and let it shot away.
Is that what you were using today? Okay, yeah, that works too. So now if you throw those out like in the middle and just let them sit there, you'll get big catfish in here too. Yeah.
Only
the fish eat you.
They're not that big yet, but they're getting there.
Yeah, we said throw the fish back there. I wanted to be bigger.
Yeah. I always throw them back. But see, I've been fishing down at Lake Morena a lot, and I'm trying to catch the lake record over there. So It's that's a whole different animal over there.
Well, what size is that? I mean,
20 pounds?
20 pounds.
Yeah.
that looks
That's
like
big.
it could be a lot of fun over there.
Doesn't know how to work out to keep the fish and sell it for a lot of money.
No, you can't. No, people won't pay for them. And to actually sell the fish,
How about the government?
you have to have a commercial license to sell them,
I watched
But you can just eat it.
or you just eat them. Yeah.
You eat it or you have a big group of big fish.
But most of the freshwater fish we have out there, um, the most of the freshwater fish out here are disgusting. You don't want to eat them. They taste like mud.
Catfish here tastes like mud too.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause, I don't know. My friend was saying something. I think the bluefish and some other catfish. When they sell at the store, he said that's the only one I eat. The other ones I come back.
The bluefin tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all you need the a lot of swing and you need to spin over and throw it in the water and you need to put in the rope.
Oh yeah. 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 That's yeah.
No, that's an army.
Actually, if you guys really want to, if you really want to go saltwater fishing and you've never done it before, you want to fish in the ocean, go down to Mission Bay or San Diego Bay, either one. And there's Seaforth Landing down in Mission Bay, and then in San Diego Bay there is Point Loma Sport Fishing, H&M Landing, and Fisherman's Landing. They all have little charters that you can go out on. Yeah, there you go.
I wanted to jump off a plane, but I don't know.
You got better odds of living.
Yeah, it's probably not for my birthday. I need to go fishing somewhere.
Right?
Or I can make the spear and load the spear and tie the rope and have the fish and roll. That's
Like Survivor Island.
I don't know, man. I've seen what swims around in our oceans. I don't think I want to go out there and have a. I don't think I want to go out there and spear fish.
Like you win the fish, you see the fish little thing. That means something biting.
Yeah.
That's why I call them
Like the bad season is right now, or there's always bad.
Bass will bite all year. Oh, bats. Oh, they're here all year.
No, I just already started seeing them.
Yeah, they'll always be here. They'll always be out here.
Part of the ecosystem.
Yep. Yep.
If you're in the water and you see the sun go down and then walk.
Right before the sun sets, they're everywhere. Yeah.
Nice fishing pole.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no worries, guys. Yeah, if you see me here in the daytime, I'm more than happy to help. Yeah, I'll give you some tips and pointers and show you guys what's going on. I have no problem with that. Yeah, you too. All right, guys, I'm gonna pack it up and get the hell out of here because it's too dark to see anything. So. Failed to find the bat. Yeah, I'll find it when I get home. I'm actually gonna pack it up right now and start heading home because I'm freaking starving, Marvin. All I've eaten today was one breakfast sandwich. So, and I need to take some Tylenol and do something about my freaking tooth. My tooth is killing me. It's not even my tooth. I got like something happened to my gums. I got like something stuck in there and it got infected or something. So, all right, hold on. Let me double check I didn't leave anything behind. All right. So I'm gonna walk my ass out of here in the dark and hope I don't step on a rattlesnake. But there's nobody left here. Actually, I'm gonna set the phone down for a second, guys. Hold on real quick. Give me 3 seconds. I'm gonna lean you up against the palm tree here, even though you can't see. Hold on 1 second. All right. Now you can get out of here. So apparently these guys were over here catching bass on hot dogs. So that's kind of good to know. That's another bait that I'm going to try here. I know hot dogs do really well for catfish. So I'm kind of wondering if the Costco brand ones with the extra little added spice flavor in them would work better than just like regular ballpark dogs or something. But I came over here with like very, very, very limited stuff. So, but these guys caught 2 fish on hot dogs. So maybe I'll try that tomorrow. And then I got a couple other stupid baits that I want to try here. I'm going to do more of the stupid bait series. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do those as long form videos and start put those out as long forms rather than doing it on a live and just clipping a short. So what I'll probably do is I'll come back maybe tomorrow night or tomorrow evening or something and redo the potato one as a long form and the carrot at the same time. So I'll make like a 5 or 6 minute video of those. And then what the fuck was that? Oh, that scared the shit out of me. There was a stick in the trail. And we're in rattlesnake country and I'm in freaking flip-flops. And after that little rattlesnake freaking trying to crawl up my leg the other day on the patio, I'm not too happy with those little fucking some bitches out here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do I'm gonna redo the potato and I'm gonna redo the carrot because I did catch fish on both of them. I'll do those as a longer video. And I got a bunch of baits that I want to do videos on, like actual multi-jointed swim baits and things like that. So I'll be putting out some more long forms. And then come deer season, I'll be doing some videos on deer season. Where I can get service in the deer woods, I'll do lives while I'm hunting. And then I'll do other long form videos of that. And then it's starting to get cool enough down in the desert once deer season hits that I'll be able to do some dirt bike stuff again without it being 100 and holy shit outside. So, and the dirt bike videos, I can't do lives because there's 0 cell service. So I'll have to do long form on that. But either way, I'll be putting out long forms. Still going to be doing a bunch of lives, and I'll still be putting out shorts. But once the weather starts cooling down out in the desert, and and deer season starts, I'm gonna have some really cool stuff coming out. So, but for now, I'm gonna call it a night and go home and eat some food, take some painkillers, and hang out with Mrs. SoCal for a while. She's normally got 3 days off a week, and this week she's only got 2. So hang out and maybe maybe watch a movie or something. There's a couple movies I've been wanting her to watch. Maybe we'll see if she'll watch a movie. What the hell? So I just got a pop-up saying a 49-second short was made. Somebody clip my video and make a short. If somebody clipped my freaking kayak or my thing out of here and made a short of the canoe, man, we're gonna have words. All right. If 2 dogs. Actually, I think we're out of hot dog buns. So I don't know what I'm gonna make for food. I don't know. But guys, there's 7 people in here. We got 47 likes. Can we get that to 50 before I kill this? Hey, bank fishing, what's happening? Where's the volume? Wait, that's the wrong one. That's the air conditioner. I want that on. All right, so I'm gonna I'll go the scenic route, and then I'm gonna kill this stream here in just a minute because even though I left the pond, I'm almost home. I'll take the scenic route and hope for 2 more likes on the way home. And actually, I'll do a little drive through the town real quick. I want to see. It's quiet tonight, so I don't think anything's going on at the resort. Oh God, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. I don't think anything's happening at the resort this weekend. But yeah, it's dead. They usually do. So right here to my right, I'll kind of pull in and show you guys a little bit. Right here is where they do like their live music and shit all the time. And there's nothing happening here. There goes Border Patrol in their van. The store's closed. Town's freaking sidewalks are rolled up. It's weird, like this whole left side of the street, all these businesses there's nothing in them. Nothing at all in them. The post office closed. Oh shit. Oh man, this town's like there's like 600 people that live out here. So, but we're passing the resort right now, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars. So there ain't nobody there. All right, that was the whole town. The weird dude's at the little art gallery thing, but all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna take some painkillers. My face is killing me right now. My gums are all swollen up. I got like something happened, and I got like infected gums all of a sudden. So I'm gonna go home and deal with that, and then Cindy and Travis are fishing right now, I believe. So I'll probably jump in there and watch them for a little bit after I eat. So anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I'll be back tomorrow doing some fishing and got some plans in the morning. We're going to go check out some cool shit. I might live stream from there as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Have a good one, everybody.